Remember I told you guys that the Atlanta Hawks were playing CIA, right? They were building a RICO case out there.
What a RICO case?
They're building a RICO case out
Basketball. Come on.
on.
It's crazy. Where's this going, bro?
This is so crazy.
There's been a RICO case out there on their star player, Trae Young, right? So Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks it's been a tumultuous relationship over the past 2 years. He's been arguing with head coaches. He's been seen arguing with front office people. He's just not behaving like a franchise player should, right? They are now watching him or reportedly monitoring him on and off the court because they want to see if he's actually putting in the work that he needs to be putting in to be a franchise player. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm okay with that. If I'm an organization and I'm putting all of these assets and resources into you in regards to this money, and you're the face of my team, you damn right I'm putting eyes on you. I'm gonna have 3 PIs on you.
Well, then if that's the case, a standard should be set across the league.
How do you know it's not?
Well, you know why I say that? Because granted, for what Ja Morant did, and he's still playing right now in the playoffs, I think it's absurd.
Well, I mean, the level of star power of Ja Morant and Trae Young is night and day.
I understand that, but if there's a standard of the league, then
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Like this, it's.
I think the Atlanta Hawks are looking at it like this is their last resort of trying to see if he is the guy. Because
first of all, we're talking about the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
This is their last chance to see if he's when have they ever had a guy?
Dominique Wilkins, what you talking about?
Oh my God,
bro.
Thank you.
Mookie Blaylock.
20 years ago.
What we doing?
20 years ago.
Stop.
Come on.
Steve Smith. What we talking about here?
Steve Smith, Shimmy, he was better on
What we talking about here?
How many years ago?
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Joe Johnson.
First of all,
Bro,
they can't get rid of Trae
everything
Young.
is more than 20 years
Let
ago.
me tell you why
that
they can't get rid of
Come
Trae
on.
Young, man.
No one else is going
Because they traded Luka.
Josh Smith.
Come on, man. I'm trolling you on IG. You better not put this as a 30-second clip. Did you just say Josh Smith, man?
I'm just blurting out
The
names,
only
man.
person I will give you is Dominique Wilkins. Other than that, man, forget it.
Muggsy Bogues.
Muggsy Bogues.
Come on, stop.
That was a
World be free.
A blip.
World be free.
Come on now. I'm spitting out names here.
World be free wasn't on there. I'm
What
gonna
y'all
be
wanna tell
like,
me?
nah, he's not on the all-time team in 2K. World be free is on all the Clippers.
Yo, World Be Free had
And on the Cavs.
His hairline was foul, bro.
Yeah, that's
I
why
ain't
they
gonna
messed
hold
with
you.
Trae Young.
I ain't gonna hold
His
you.
hairline.
Yo,
Because he looks like an extra from Menudo or something.
Yo, listen. How you that young and your hairline is going like
Come on,
that?
man.
Bro.
Back to the star power thing, man. I think over probably the last year, you can say Ja is probably bigger than Trae Young.
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
gotten
like,
better. Absolutely.
When they went on their little run to the Eastern Conference Final, everybody's like, oh
no, Trae was that guy.
you know, it's like the
Ice Trae, remember?
Yeah, Ice Trae.
Yeah.
Doing this to
Yeah.
New York and doing the bow and the pose. It's like not being able to follow that up with another season like that. Then you become irrelevant. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It takes time, man.
But
Get him a right coach. How
But
about that? Get him players that's.
But
Get
here's
him a
the thing,
supporting
though.
cast. That's
Murray's nice.
Here's where I'm gonna buck back at you for that, Breeze, because how many coaches does it take
So you get it right.
for you to look at your player now and say you're the problem? Because let's keep it 100. They were average or below average before Nate McMillan got there, right? Nate McMillan got there, and then he was the one that brought the discipline, solidified, stabilized the group. They got to the Eastern Conference Finals with Nate McMillan as the head coach. So all of a sudden now he can't coach no more. So that's my thing is that
It's not about
cool.
you not being able to coach if the team is if you lost the team.
But if the star player is not receptive to what is the discipline that Nate, because Nate McMillan is a disciplinarian coach. He's a no nonsense coach. If you have a star player that doesn't want to listen to that, I get it that he's a star, but how many coaches are you going to run through before you start looking at him? That's what the Hawks is at. That's why they're looking at it like, all right, cool. We fired Nate. We got rid of him. Now it's they got Quinn Snyder there now, right? Quinn Snyder's not a coach. Now it's on you.
Yeah,
We're not gonna
that
fire
starts next season though.
Yeah, I think once they hired Quinn Snyder, the clock started with Trae Young. The clock already started. So they're looking at it like, yo, we're not firing another coach before we let your ass go. You know what I'm saying?
What are you gonna get back for Trae Young?
$6.
That's what I'm like, like we have to be real right now. Like, you're gonna get some picks. You're gonna probably get 2 players that's like good players. You're not going like he's an all-star.
I don't
like,
think you're gonna get 2 good players.
But he's not. But like, you know, he's small in stature. Like, these guys don't really take people to the finals and stuff. You gotta have the right supporting staff around him.
Yeah.
And to raise your point about like, yo, how many players come into the league and get stuck out there with the wrong coach, bro? And you're not saying these guys are not talented. You just got the wrong coach.
But if your star player has maturity issues, then who does that fall on?
It falls on the coach.
That falls on the coach.
Absolutely. Because you got to have somebody in somebody's ear for them to buy into. Like, we could have been all immature young men until somebody came along that said something to change our mindset.
But that's before the bag, though, Reese.
It don't matter if it's
you can be on a rookie deal.
The bag is subjective to your situation. What's a bag to you might not be a bag to somebody else.
Yeah, but the dude is getting $30-something million. Yeah,
but you can't. But
that's my investment in you.
But his talent got him the bag. Not the coaching.
No,
it's the fact that he's the miniature Steph Curry, and Steph Curry's already small, and he can pull up from deep.
But here's the thing, right? And this is where the kickback is. If the Atlanta Hawks looked at Trae Young when he got drafted and saw this immature kid that bucked the system, that didn't listen to coaches, that didn't listen to front office, you think that they would invest money into him? Absolutely they wouldn't. Not. What they're seeing now is what they didn't see when they gave him the money. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like what the Arizona Cardinals are going through with Kyler Murray. They didn't see the immaturity that he had.
He didn't read the playbook, bro.
But now they're...
it's in your contract. You have to study the plays. Like,
I get you. But what I'm saying is that they see it. They saw it to the point where, like, all right, cool, we got to put some things in place. But they didn't see it when they drafted him. They didn't see it when he was the first season or the second season. Atlanta's starting to see it like, okay, we gave you this money. Now you're starting to show your ass.
Right.
So now we have to put things in place
goes back to my
to be able to protect our investment. So
who are you going to trade him for?
Nobody. Like,
listen, if I'm an owner and I want to be able to try to stabilize my franchise, I would rather take back picks and some young players than deal with a headache like that, because I don't need that headache. You can be as talented as you want to be. I don't want the headache.